Hello everyone. Time management is key to success. But many a time you all feel very difficult to manage the time while you are preparing for your exams and also while you are appearing for the exam. At the same time you feel a lot of stress. Okay? So in this video I'm going to tell you some of the tips and strategies through which you can manage your time before the exam while you are preparing when you are actually appearing for the exams. I'll also going to tell you how you can manage your stress during this time. Applying these strategies, you can easily get succeeded. So time management is something which students have a preconceived notion. Students think if they would be able to finish their studies on time or finish their exam on time, that is time management. In real, it is not so. When you talk about time management, the effective time management is something in which you decide and schedule each and every activity individually and assign some time limits to that. And when you adhere to these time limits, then only you can manage your time properly. So there are some tips which you can follow while doing preparation for your exams to do this time management very effectively, and that is definitely going to get you the finish of your each activity on time, and at the same time you would be cover the entire syllabus of your GATE exams. For more updates on GATE exams, you can watch our previous videos also. For now, let's get started over the time management strategies before the exam, that is during when you are preparing for that. So the first and foremost important strategy that you can use is to plan your time. You can make calendar, you can make weekly calendar or daily calendar and decide in advance what you want to do on that particular day and try to stick on those calendars. Remember that consistency and punctuality is the another key. If you start everything on time, then only you would be able to finish everything on time. So avoid procrastinations and delays and start as you have planned. The next important thing is choose a right and appropriate place where you can sit, where there is no distractions and there is no person available who can interrupt you again and again. Do not forget to take timely breaks. The breaks are equally important as you do the studies. Last but not the least, always be flexible and realistic. Being realistic and decided your goals realistically is very important. Do not put much of the efforts in thinking what to do and what not to do. Instead, plan it accordingly, which you can easily achieve, and decide how much syllabus need to be covered per day, per week and per month. So these are some of the strategies which will help you to do the preparation very well and you will stick to your timelines. At the same time, we also have to see some of the strategies which will actually going to help you during your exam. Many of the time you do the time management for the preparation, but you forgot to do the time management in the exam halls. But it is equally important. Then only you would be able to finish your paper on time. So for that also, I'm going to give you some of the tips through which you can actually manage your time in the exam hall and finish up your paper on time without leaving the important portion. So let's talk about that. So first and foremost important thing is decide priorly that how much time you are going to give to each section. The question pattern can be seen before going to the exam. Manage your time accordingly and priorly decide that how many minutes you are going to spend on which section. It happens sometimes that you could not do the calculation properly, or some of your questions are taking a lot of time because you need to put a lot of efforts in thinking, and that increases the time you spend on that particular question. Please avoid that while doing the paper. If you are thinking that there is one question and which has taken the maximum time which has been already allotted to that, please skip that question and move to the next question. Because if you will spend all of your time in doing one calculation or one question, you might have to skip many other questions which are equally important. So this is something very important that you keep in mind, that do not stick to one question, but if it is taking more than required time, then just skip that question and move to the next question. Also, when you are doing the planning, just make sure that you keep the time for reading the question also. So these are some of the points which you need to keep in your mind when you are appearing for the exam. Now I am going to talk about the stress management strategies, because it has been seen that a lot of people come into stress during the exams. So it's very important that you manage the stress. Okay? Stress does not only mean the tension, but it gives a lot of different symptoms like muscular tension, you become confused, you are not able to decide what's right and wrong, you lost your appetite, and sometimes even you become insomniac. So it's very important that you manage your stress during the exam and before the exam, then only you would be able to solve your papers effectively. Try to keep your sleeping wake up cycle balanced. It is very important that during the exam hours also you sleep on time and you wake up on time, because if you do not do like this, your sleeping cycle will get disturbed and that will cause anxiety and stress automatically. Try to do the studies in the daytime and decide what is the best suitable time for you. Do not forget your body while the exam. Do proper exercise, and you have to keep balance your body and mind at the same time. For that, you can solve some mental puzzles, or you can also do some physical activities like exercise, walking, cycling, etc. And more than that, it is very important that you eat healthy. So using these simple tips while doing the stress management while you are preparing for the exam are very helpful. But the stress also happens when you actually give the exam in the exam hall. So there are some more tips which will actually help you to manage those stress which happen in the exam hall. Okay. Another important strategy is sleep well before the exam. Resting well before the exam will give you a fresh mind to solve the paper. Avoid studying overnight. The overnight study will make your brain tired, and next day when there will be the exam, you would not be able to concentrate on your solving paper. So rest well, sleep well, eat well, and of course talk to the people who are around you and get some positive energy from them. They will actually give you the confidence that you can do it and you would be able to manage your stress during the exam. So these are some of the tips for time management and stress management. If you will follow, definitely you are going to complete your papers on time, and at the same time you will get the success. So all the very best for exam. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you everyone.